What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Today is Saturday, October 28th, day number 88 inside the Big Brother house. And we had nominations yesterday, so there's a lot to go over with the new HOH, Matt being the final 5 HOH. He doesn't have many options left inside the house. So what was he going to do going into this week? Well, let's talk about that. Before the nomination ceremony, Cirie tried, right? She tried her hardest with Matt to get him to go after Bowie, to go after Jag, but it didn't have an effect on her. He promised her, like, look, you're gonna be fine, like everything's gonna be good. Cirie just kind of like, yeah, sure, okay, bud. Felicia was ready not only to throw Bowie under the bus, but like she was ready to throw her in the middle of traffic. Like she was full on going in on Bowie Jane. But Matt just kept trying to say, he's like, well, I can't put Bowie up because she didn't put me up when she was HOH 2 times. And like, I want to put Bowie and Jag up as the renom after veto. But if I put them up before veto, they're going to fight too hard. It's like, dude, at this point, everyone's fighting hard for the veto. Like, this was actually something I wanted to point out and talk about in Thursday's live stream. Obviously, last Thursday's live stream didn't happen. I wasn't feeling too well. Luckily, I'm starting to feel a lot better. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was how at this point, every competition matters. From Final 7 on, it is super important to try and win every competition. It's also why, like, anyone who keeps saying, like, Cirie through HOH, like, listen, if she truly did, which maybe she did, it'd be a terrible decision, but she could also say, oh yeah, I threw that to whoever she wants in the house just to save face or make them feel good about it. Like, yeah, like I threw that to you. Like, yeah. It doesn't matter. She was trying in that competition. Go back and watch her face for each and every single answer. She debates like, oh, is it this one? Is it this one? And then when she puts it up, she's like, oh. Like she's upset at herself for not doing well. Like this was not her just throwing the competition. And again, she can go and say she's through the competition. That's fine. You can say whatever you want. I just do not believe it because again, every competition at this point matters. And it was hugely important for her to get Jag out of the house or else she was done for, which is now the case. Like she's done for. She's probably getting evicted this week because she threw that HOH and didn't try and get Jag out. I don't know how else to put that. Like it's just very, very important to win these final 7 competitions. Not final 7, but like the final 7 going forward each competition, because there's what, 14? Or well, technically no, because there's no veto. Whatever. You guys get my point, I think. One of the big things actually is that goes along with this little theory is there's actually one HOH you kind of don't want to win. And it's this one. Why is the final 5 HOH one that you really don't want to win? Well, you can't play in the final 4 HOH. Like Matt right now, whoever he evicts, right? That's fine, right? Whoever leaves this week, it is what it is, right? Probably Cirie, maybe Felicia, who knows? It's going to come down between the final 4 HOH between Bowie, Jag, and whoever is left. Not Matt. Matt can't play in it. And those 3 will actually have 2 chances to lock themselves in to the final 3. They get to play in the HOH, and if they win HOH, you're in the final 3. You also get to play in veto, and if you win veto, you're in final 3. So winning the final 5 HOH really isn't that good, right? Because you then actually limit your chances of getting into the final 3 if you don't set up with this HOH properly, which we may be seeing Matt kind of fumbling this. But let's kind of talk about it, because he did end up nominating Felicia and Cirie. They're the ones who went up on the block. Matt, Jag, and Bowie actually kind of like renamed their alliance after this too. Like they went from the sinking ships to now the mafia, where they like draw the line in the sand, and then they got like the M, and then they turn it upside down as a W. It's a whole thing. I'm not a big fan of renaming alliances, but also this season's been a little bit weird with naming their alliances. Like there wasn't a lot of named alliances really early on. Like there were a few here and there. They would like name alliances as like jokes, but then they would be like kind of like real, and then they would like come up with a name and be like, nah, that's nothing. Like, we had Belgium as an alliance name for a while, but then they like never recognized it later on. It was a whole thing. But yeah, they're calling themselves the Mafia now. The other really interesting thing though, and this is where I was kind of alluding to, there may be a chance that Matt completely fumbles this week, because Cirie is kind of his number 2, right? Jag's his number 1. Bowie has kind of joined the 3-person group there that they have with Jag. But that's not good for Matt, because Jag and Bowie have already started talking about Final 2. They both realize they kind of need each other. They can't sit next to Matt. Like both of them think they have are going to have a hard time with the jury. I honestly don't think anybody in the jury cares about Bowie. Like Bowie, you might think that people are like, oh, Bowie Jane got me out. No, they really are just mad at Matt and Jag. Like they're the ones, mainly Jag. Like they're the ones that are going to get the heat from the jury. Like if it ends up being a Jag versus Bowie, they were talking about how like, oh, they're going to be going in on both of us and we're going to get the most heat. No, like it's just going to be Jag who gets the heat. And even in that scenario, he's going to get heat. Jag wins. Like I think if it's Jag versus Bowie, I think Jag wins. I think Jag also wins in a Jag versus Felicia, but even that one, like I'm like, I don't know. And then if he goes against Matt, he loses. I think if he goes against Cirie, I think he might lose, because he would probably have Matt and Bowie. But Cameron has talked about Jag being, somebody he would vote for, but that's 3. Cory, America, Blue, Felicia, that's 4. And I think Cirie would win it. Because I don't think America and Blue are going to vote for Jag. I don't think Cory is going to vote for Jag. I think they would vote for Cirie. As crazy as that sounds, right? Like it seems like no, like they would of course vote for Jag. That was his butt. I think they're bitter. I really think this jury is going to be super bitter. And I've honestly been calling for this jury that was going to be bitter before we were even in the jury phase. I was like, there's no way this jury doesn't end up being a bitter jury. It doesn't even matter who takes out who. There's just going to be a bitter jury at the end of the day. So it's kind of interesting to see how that's all playing out now at this point. But I think that's Jag's best chance to win is if he ends up taking Bowie to the final 2. Bowie, I don't think has any chance. I literally don't think Bowie can beat anyone. Like even if it's Bowie versus Felicia, that's an interesting final 2. Actually, I don't know who wins that one. Maybe Felicia, maybe Bowie. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think Matt is really messing up here because he kind of needs Cirie around. Because as long as Cirie's around, Bowie and Jag would take her out before they would take him out. There's potential they might just take Matt out in the final 4 now, because it will be very easy to take Felicia out. Right? Because the idea right now is they've already talked. They were talking about, we talked about it with yesterday's update. Jag and Bowie are already thinking, well, if it's Felicia and Cirie, we're taking the shot at Cirie. Like she's the one who's got to go. So if it ends up being a final 4 where Matt doesn't get to play in the HOH, if Matt doesn't win veto, I have a very strong feeling they will vote Matt out of the game. It will be a final 3 of Bowie, Jag, and Felicia, and then Bowie and Jag just beat Felicia in the final 3 HOH. She's not beating both of them in all 3 competitions. Like it's just not going to happen. Like Felicia, you're great. I love you. You've been super tough in there, and like you've shown that like you don't quit and like you keep on going. I don't think you can beat Bowie and Jag in the type of competitions that happen in the final 3 HOH. I just don't think it's going to happen. So it would be a very easy road for them two to get to the final two, which is kind of the thing that Matt hasn't been thinking about, where it's like, hey, this is the chance. Right now is when you take out Jag, because if you can take out Jag, Bowie will still take you. Bowie's not going to want to go with Cirie. Bowie's not going to want to go with Felicia. She's going to want to go with you. But if you leave Jag around, she's not going to want to go. Like, she actually might not even want to go with you necessarily if you took out Jag. She probably would want to go with Felicia more, because she's not going to want to go against Cirie. I don't think anybody there wants to go to the final two with Cirie, and that's kind of the big problem, is nobody wants to go to the final two with her, so they kind of are worried about taking her further than here. So it's really interesting to see how this week is going to play out. But that's kind of where we're at right now. Everybody was really tired. They went to bed very early. So it's kind of nice on me as well. But it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We'll get the veto that will take place today, and then we'll get the veto ceremony that will take place on Monday. So that's where we'll find out a lot more information about how this week's going to go. If Cirie is on the block come Thursday, I think Cirie is going to be evicted. I just don't see any reasoning for them to keep Cirie over Felicia. It just doesn't make any sense for them. Like, neither are really comp threats, but one is a threat to win the game still. So you would have to take out Cirie over Felicia. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Is Matt fumbling this HOH hard? Who do you think is in the most danger this week? What do you think is going to happen if the nominations stay the same? Who would you like to see get put up on the block if Cirie or Felicia end up winning veto? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about what's going on this season. Thank you guys all so much for the support that you show me here on the channel. If you are new here, though, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Like I said, let me know about what you guys' thoughts are in the comments, because those are the two biggest ways that you can support my channel without much effort at all. Just hit that like button and post a comment. Go down there in the comments. Tell me who your favorite player of the season was. That's all you got to do. Just do that right down there. But if you want to support me further, there are links in the description down below, pinned comment as well. You can find all of my socials down there, but different ways to support the channel as well. And I really just can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support. I haven't been feeling well the past few days, finally starting to feel better. But it's so nice to see all the comments about, like, we could see that you were getting sick, but thank you for keep on doing it. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, I think that pretty much gives a wrap to the video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.